The United Way works in 4 major categories for the good of Potter and Randall counties. Those categories are income, health, education, and basic needs. Here's a quick look at the work they support in basic needs. So basic needs refers to food, shelter, and safety, programs that help people who are in an immediate need. These programs ensure families return to normal as soon as possible after a personal or area-wide disaster. Domestic violence is a pressing issue in Potter County. The rate is 3 times that of Texas and 13.5 times that of Randall County. Victims need more places that are safe to go. On the positive side, in January of 2016, 572 homeless individuals had shelter, due in part to the programs that the United Way supports. The Hunger Project at the Catholic Charities of the Texas Panhandle provides a free monthly supply of healthy food for those living on a fixed income. Their pantry allows participants to shop for their own food items. Emergency shelter operations and financial services at the Salvation Army provide shelter, meals, and emergency financial services with a case management model. The Family Violence and Sexual Assault Services from Family Support Services offer advocacy for victims, including the only domestic violence shelter in the city.
We work with families who are victims of domestic violence. And we also look at sexual assault. It affects adults and children. We're looking at about 70% of sexual assault is against children. We have a safe shelter, so when families need to get away from a very dangerous or life-threatening situation, they go to that shelter. One of the biggest challenges is that the domestic violence is not the only issue. Oftentimes what we're addressing is on undocumented individuals who have been brought here and now have no resources. We're dealing with individuals who are engaged in a deep level of poverty. They have limited education sometimes. We need to help them transverse all of it so that they can become stable. There is one woman who came into services. This woman was in a relationship with an individual, her husband, for about 15 years. She and her 3 children. In addition to having some physical violence, there was a lot of emotional abuse that was occurring. So this woman didn't know she had the right to walk away from this relationship. So when she came to our services, we made sure to let her know that she could leave a relationship if she wanted to, that there were safe places she could go. So she went into our domestic violence shelter. She did obtain a job to be able to stabilize her family, and last I heard, she was looking at now moving into an apartment with herself and her children. She was able to find support and people that could hold her hand through the process, and now she is doing it on her own. So we're super happy for her. There are several things that we could not be doing if it wasn't for the United Way.
Your donations help fight for the health, education, and financial stability of everyone who lives here. You can learn more or make a donation today at unitedwayama.org.